Hey everybody. So, I was planning to go live earlier tonight, which you all had no way of knowing, right? But I didn't get on because I fell asleep. Because, like, right after I put Peter down for bed, it hit me where it was, well, for one, we were going to do Outriders. Um, Sorry. Okay. Um, but what's this saying? James had something come up, so we were gonna do Outriders tonight, but that didn't work out. So then it was like, okay, what do I want to play? And I was like, I'll play Rise of the Ronin. So, um, we'll go to the statue. Nope. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, me learning how to play video games again. But anyway, yeah. Sorry, I need to continue telling my story that's not at all interesting or probably even worth telling. So, I was just laying on the couch and I was like, okay, I'll just relax and think about what I want to stream. Then I fell asleep. And then I woke up and then I was like, oh shoot, I better not let that happen again. I've got to stream. Or do I? So I thought about it some more. I fell asleep again. I woke up about 5 minutes ago. So we were going to go live earlier. Then we contemplated if we even want to stream tonight. Then we realized, yeah, we do. We've got nothing else going on tonight. So here we are. Was that a good story? Was that a good story, guys? There's your here watching. Cool. Oh, man. I reserve the right to end the stream whenever I want to. Bye, guys. Let me take this guy out first. He's who I have the advantage against. Ho-ho-ho! Maybe Steven hasn't forgotten as much as he thought he did. Oh shoot. Oh god. Haha! I take back my taking back of my smack talk. You better give me a oh, I didn't mean to shoot you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you better give me a discount. Better.
What will it be?
Is it? This is what you have?
Of course. Please, come again.
Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, my inventory's been here this whole time. Are you kidding me? It was right there. I'm an idiot. Oh, man.
Excuse me, good warrior, but I'd like to ask you something, if you'd listen.
Do I have to listen for you to ask me something?
You hear my plea? Thank you, friend.
I don't want to hear you pee.
We've had a wooden figure stolen. A precious one that's enshrined here. I have an inkling who the thief is, and I believe he's nearby. Alas, I'm just a weak and powerless priest. Would you be so kind as to recover the wooden figure for me?
Sure.
I'm in your debt. Now, to tell you about the thief. I suspect that it's a thug who's recently targeted this area. Night would be the best time to go after him, when he's drunk and rowdy. During the day, he preys on hapless passers-by.
God. There we go. I think I might be a badass at this game when no one's watching. Alright, who just got here? I did a dumb thing. Who's watching? Oh, you're not an enemy. Is it gonna be a wolf? No. Wake up. Wandering Samurai Longbow. This better not be better than my bestowed longbow. No, it's way worse. Did I say bestowed? Have at ye. Hey, Kayla. What should I have for dinner? Should I order dinner? I had a late
I need
lunch.
to get going, so if you'll excuse me. So you want the figure too? In that case, let me explain my reasons. My
You
village
still stole.
We sought help from those nearby. But if I could just bring back this blessed image of Tenjin. Faith? After everything that's happened, you expect me to have faith?
Yeah.
I give up.
This was not Plan A, Kalen. Plan A was Outriders. We're not playing Outriders. You can't tell me that when you... Okay, maybe... It's not like that kind of Plan B, okay? People have backup plans for regular, not horrible things. No, we don't. Although, Jake's second child is due any day now. He was saying yesterday that they were expecting to possibly go to the hospital soon. I haven't heard any update, but you were aware that he has another kid on the way, right? He hasn't talked about it much, really, but they've got another one. It's a girl. I want to say Selah? S-E-L-A-H. It's a biblical name, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you. I'm glad to see the statue of Tenjin-sama has been...
She's not here yet, but she's imminent.
So that's what it was for. I see. Very well.
Now, don't give that man help. He said, he yelled at me for telling him to have faith. Send the wolves. You never told me what to have for dinner, Kalen. This is random, but you should come to Mississippi sometime, Kalen. Come meet Peter. Come meet my dogs. Come eat food. Come see house. Does Alias James have this game? No, but he knows it exists. Chicken wrap with honey mustard. Kalen, I hate that you made such a good, specific request. Because if I had not had 2 of those for lunch, I would totally do that. I love where your head's at, though. Try again. It intimidates me. His pistols. Flynn's got a good head on his... Do dogs have shoulders? Whatever dogs have. Flynn has a good head on top of it. He knows friend from foe. Really, he doesn't really know foe from friend, if that makes sense. He just kind of assumes everyone's his friend. He'll just stare death into the soul of everyone that he sees. He's all bark, no bite, literally. What? That was lined up perfectly. Stop parrying, you idiot. I love polearm. I love polearm so much. That is a good proverb that I need to do better at. With everything going on right now. I'm not gonna complain about my job. Or my former job again, but somebody did text me. I think it's... I didn't have his number, but I had to talk to him before, so I think, based on the context of the previous conversations, it's an old guy that works with my dad. He's a really nice guy. I worked with my dad several years ago, so I worked with him too, but he... whenever he would visit my old church, he would text me and be like, hey, everything sounds good today. He was a very nice guy. But he texted me and was like, are you running sound at church tonight? Which I just realized I now know why he asked. It's Good Friday. I'm a bad Christian. I forgot it's Good Friday. But so he was at the church, and he was like, you running sound tonight? And I went, no, I'm not there anymore. They fired me. And he was like, your dad didn't tell me that. And I said, yep, possibly the worst handling of a termination I've ever seen. He was like, okay, take care. Are you asking if there's no beef between me and the people that fired me? There is. There is. There just shouldn't be, you know? Or are you asking me if I don't want meat for dinner? The problem is, forgiveness is the way to go, obviously. But I have a really hard time forgiving in this case because there's no admission of guilt. The two guys that fired me, they don't think they did anything wrong, or at least if they do, they've never communicated that to me. They never communicated such to my family. They avoided every conversation with Anna. They made Anna cry several times because of that fact and how she felt so betrayed. And so I have no issue moving on and forgiving and letting go when someone asks for forgiveness. Because what usually precedes the words, I forgive you. I'm sorry. We have not heard those words. I don't think we ever will. And so I'm not saying that it's the right thing for me to say, well, they don't get their forgiveness till I get my apology. I'm not saying that's the right thing. But that's where I'm struggling. Because not only did they ruin my career, to be honest. They just ruined my career. I had to change careers because of them and because of the actions they took during my termination and after, where they were bad-talking me to the rest of the church body, lying about the situation, making it sound like I've been a problem for 2 years when I had an issue once. Well, I had an issue twice over a 6-month period, and they knew I was going through a hard time. But to save themselves, they made it sound like I was the problem so that they could look justified in their shitty choice. If they listen to these past few streams, they would just feel bolstered in their feelings because I've not minced words. They would feel like I'm unhinged, that I am bitter, and that we never should have had that kind of energy in our workplace in the first, that kind of stuff. I do wish that I could sit down and have a conversation with them, at least one of them. But at the end of the day, I just want to be apologized to. I just want to be told We're sorry what we did to you. We're sorry what we did to your family. We were wrong. And while we think it's too late to go back on everything that happened, we hope that you could forgive us. If I heard that good of an apology, I would have no issue letting everything just fall off of me, you know? Oof. And honestly, the crappy thing is they probably think that I owe them an apology, because with how much people let them hear it over this whole situation between my father-in-law, who went to war for me, even though I didn't ask him to. That's just the kind of man he is. But they got an earful from a lot of people, and I never bad talked them. Like, it was never in anything I ever said. And Kaylin, if you ever want me to stop talking about this, please tell me. I would much rather someone tell me, hey, talk about something else, or just stop. I would much rather that than people find my words to be a burden in any way, you know? I don't want people to be tired of hearing me. But so many people had words with them. That's why they lied, I'm pretty sure, about the situation, so that they could try to persuade the detractors, I said benefactors, detractors, that had heard the story from me, which all I ever did was tell the truth. And in that telling of the truth, I always would say things like, I'm sure there's more to the story that I don't know, but this is what happened from where I'm standing, and this is how I feel. It was never, gosh, they're such bad people. There was frustration, obviously, but I tried to be fair. And so they probably don't feel like I was fair to them. But to be completely honest, I was too fair. Probably. That's wrong of me to say. I was fair. If it was anybody else, they would have regretted the day they hired me by the end of this thing in the first place. Because they would have gotten every bit of what's the word I'm looking for? They would have had a war on their hands if it was anybody else. That's how I feel anyway. But I didn't want that. I just wanted to be validated in the work that I did there for so long. How dedicated I was there since before I was even employed. But instead, I got discarded and my legacy tarnished. Professional, yeah, that kind of. Everybody's still in the church. But see, the thing about it, and I hate the sentiment, because there are a lot of people in my life who think that the church is bad. Who they hear a bad thing and they're like, that's the church for you. And I don't want anyone to hear what happened to me and think, gosh, church work is, like, all churches are the same, anything like that. Because they're human, Galen. They were afraid for their position. They didn't want to ruffle any feathers because, quite honestly, a lot of people already don't like them. And they knew that that number would likely go up if they just went back, or at least people that supported them would question them if they went back on their decision that was made wrongfully. That's the way I see it. But the problem is, even though they're human and they made a human choice, they forgot the simple truth that I'm a human too, and that I have emotions, that I have a life that was basically devastated for 4+ months because of their human reaction. I understand reacting to situations of stress like a person would, as long as you don't forget that the people that you're treating along the way are people too. And they did. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the whole church thing. This isn't, oh, the church is bad, the church is corrupt. This is, in this case, a very specific situation where you have someone who is a awful leader and doesn't understand people's skills, who has no issue firing people, and his dream is to be on Survivor and lie for a living. You got someone like that, and then you've got someone who is a figurehead that has no spine, that doesn't know how to make decisions. This is not corruption. This is just people that are bad at their job. They did. They absolutely did. But the church is a good place. The church is, but much like any, oh, this guy's got a rifle. Could I get this rifle? Much like any place, like corporate entity, place with, you know, high up leaders, there are issues sometimes. And the thing that a lot of people don't seem to understand is that there's all kinds of corporate corruption and everything, but the church, sure, we expect better from the church, which we should, because, you know, it's the church. But people also forget that falling out, like any kind of falling out happening within the church, is so much more visible because it's one of the only... Oh, wow, it actually is a gun. Interesting. But it's the only... one of the only, if not the only, whatever, place that is crowdfunded entirely, and everyone involved has a direct line to the people in power. Like, they all literally go to church together. And so any kind of moral failing, like, there's a microscope on those. So what is considered just, oh, that's just business people for you, and there's probably a better way to put that, but what's considered that at other places is considered, wow, all Christians are terrible at a church, even though a lot of the time it's just, yeah, that's flawed human behavior, because guess what? Even though they are Christians that are expected to be better, and they should be better, but they're human. They still sin. They still have temptation. They still have... Not condoning anything like that, but people act like... They either act like, I am shocked that a human person made a mistake, or they act giddy whenever they do, so they can feel validated in thinking that Christians are horrible. It's just people are horrible. And a lot of times, and then sometimes there is full-on corruptness. Looking at you, Westboro, and the like. But a lot of the times, / most of the time, it's just a lapse in judgment. That doesn't condone it. That doesn't forgive it. But don't throw out the whole basket when there's one bad egg, you know? I did too, Kalen, but unfortunately he's one of the guys that fired me. He's one of the two. And I lost all of my respect for him. Most of my respect for him. Fortunately, I guess, of the two, he's the one who is he is less at fault, and he was more just complicit. Yeah. He and another guy are the quote-unquote senior pastors of the church. And the other guy handles all personnel issues, and Michael is just the preacher. And so, my understanding of what happened is that there was an incident, October 25th or something, or 24th, something like that, where they thought I was late for 3 different events when I wasn't. And they had made the decision to fire me without talking to me about it, or talking to Greg, the guy that does music. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where's my dog? I sent my dog out a really long time ago. I should go check on him. So they made that decision to their committee of yes men. It was Matt that pushed for that, not Michael. But they were both in on it together, and decision was made. And once they found out that they were wrong, it did not matter, because they thought it would take too much of a hit to their reputation to go back on that decision. You know, I've yet to see a Shiba, or I've seen an Akita. Akitas are so precious. I've only seen one, but I love everything about him. But a Shiba, I can't tell if that was a Shiba or an Akita. It looked a little bit too chunky to be a Shiba. Well, I say that, but like the Doge meme, that's a Shiba, I'm pretty sure. And that kind of looked like that dog. But Shiba Inu are pretty big in Japan, so let's just assume that's what it was. I've yet to, in my life, in person, see a Shiba Inu. I would love to. They seem so sassy. I think I need a blue healer, though, now. There's this blue healer, I forget what his name is, but he's a puppy. Like, I'm talking like maybe that one on the Discord. Let me pull up. How recent was it? Because I've sent a lot of puppies on the Discord. The one that looked kind of like a fox. The ones where their butts were touching. Fox ears. I don't know what that one was. I still don't. I never got to see its breed. It was beautiful though. It was pretty sweet. It wasn't as sweet as Allie, my number one girl, the golden retriever.
You're back. Did you go anywhere since?
But that dog was gorgeous.
Did Roma recommend me? I see his ability to connect people still surpasses my own. Listen, I have no problem helping you out.
We're burying the lead, Caleb. I still need dinner. What's Wendy's offering?
What do you make of the state of this nation? Here we are, with the Western
They're offering a slight
powers
discount with
supporting us as we speak.
a Coke Zero order,
And yet,
which
the
sounds
Red Demon speaks with America and
decent
brooks no
enough.
opposition. He is intent on signing a treaty.
Arby's is
It will be
offering
a
the same
disaster
deal.
for us. This is truly a critical moment.
Oh
for
shoot, I have
Japan.
7 minutes left to order from Arby's. I know nothing of politics. I'm going to say that because I wasn't paying attention.
You may have no interest in such matters now, but in time, I guarantee you will. The time has come to instill a new start for this nation.
Crispy chicken glove wrap, just like
Master
Kayla
Shogun and I have
mentioned.
sworn to accomplish.
You know what?
At this critical juncture, my comrades' whereabouts are unknown. Once that treaty is signed, it will be too late.
Never mind. I was gonna get it, but then I saw that I previously ordered it, and I have no memory of it, so it probably wasn't very good.
Our plan is to kill Harris.
mean, I could get a nacho burger.
Halt the negotiations.
Wait, no.
But in order to do that,
What am I thinking? That's not a nacho burger. There's a place called Wayback Burgers here that has a chili cheeseburger that's really good, but that sounds a bit too heavy.
I have heard you are seeking the
I was
summons
considering
of the
Moe's.
flagship. Word is that they now serve as
Kaylin, I hope you're paying attention to what these guys are saying, because I'm too busy looking at food.
Once we attack the council, the one you seek will undoubtedly appear. This gives us common purpose, does it not? But there is no need to answer right away. If you wish to join us, meet us in front of the American consulate. I hope to see you there.
Chips and queso does sound good, but let's see how much. How much would that be? Honestly. Oh wait, is Berea still there? Let's go for it. Let's go for some nachos. Nachos sound pretty good. Better than a burger, I think. You kind of got me there, Kayla. No, you did, because I was about to be like, let's just do Wendy's, but then you said Mexican, and it was like, oh, you know what? Let's do Mexican. Appreciate it. Do you have Moe's over there, Kaylin? I'm sure you have Chipotle, but Moe's is Chipotle, but good. That may be blasphemous, but I regret nothing. Let's go here. Yeah, I had. So Chipotle, I've only had it once, but my wife, it's one of those things where, like, when you get married, at least this was my experience, there's like a contractual conversation that you have, and this conversation probably happens before you get married, where your significant other is like, okay, here are the businesses that we don't like, and you're just like, understood. That's how it was with me. Anna, who has been a barista multiple times and loves coffee, she was like, we don't like Starbucks. We only get Starbucks when we are given a gift card that we can't return. And I was just like, okay, we don't like Starbucks. Do we have Chick-fil-A? Of course we have Chick-fil-A, Caleb. Oh my goodness. Chick-fil-A was my first job. And 3 of my sisters work at Chick-fil-A. And my older brother, not oldest, not the one that you've met on streams, but the other one, he is a significant figure within the Chick-fil-A corporation.
And you call yourself
Kind of.
a master? This is why we have foreigners walking around like oh, it's you.
But yeah, Chipotle is another one of those places. Anna was just kind of like, we don't like Chipotle. And I was like, okay, we have Moe's, so I don't care.
Very well. Allow me to demonstrate. Go on. Take up a sword.
Guy, come on. Okay.
You know what you're doing, but you're no match for me.
I will win this war of attrition.
You think you can work against me?
He just won't leave me any openings to chill, you know?
Training session is not
They started using GMO chickens since non-GMO chickens are in short supply. Wonder if GameStop mom picked up Helldivers 2. Definitely. She definitely picked up Helldivers 2.
Now the real battle begins. Your sword skills count for nothing.
Yikes. Okay, I definitely timed that right, but that's fine. And this guy is frustrating because I can tell the reason I'm having so much trouble with him is that he's got two swords. So his So his attack patterns, they have like a double hit, I guess. So my parries aren't like the first one gets parried, but I guess the second one that's happened like 2 or 3 times to me in that fight. I needed every single pill I owned, but I got you.
Thank you very much. If ever you wish to turn.
Oh, report from Super Earth High Command. Galactic War update. I'm just going to read this for... With the long-awaited liberation of Troost, Phase 1 of the automaton recycling effort has successfully been completed. The Trigon sector has been under partial automaton occupation ever since the socialist toasters first marched in there during the early parts of the automaton surprise attack way back in mid-February. Although the Helldivers initially voiced concerns about fighting the automatons, they have regardless shown up in force, with well over 70% of all active Helldivers now pushing the Metal Menace back. Hell yeah, I love democracy. See, now that a lot of the chodes are gone, ever since the nerfs went through, the community's gotten a lot healthier. Phase 2 of the operation commenced earlier today with the new objective of decommissioning the automaton factories located on Tibet. Helldivers were quick to react and lined up on Ubanea to open up Tibet for direct assault. However, their optimistic plans have received complications as the automatons have initiated an assault on Dropnir. I was like, yikes, too. Genetically modified organisms like the augmented children from... So, I probably should have clarified. They weren't augmented. What they had was natural. And that's what Prometheus was trying to figure out. They were basically doing a deep dive research project on the emergence of naturally gifted children with the goal of using that for human augmentation. Again, Prometheus taking fire from the gods and granting it to the humans. Prometheus, the corporation, taking these abilities from those granted them and trying to level the playing field by making something similar available to everyone else. This world has seen its fair share of back and forth over the course of this galactic war, and it seems that Dropnir will need to stave off yet another assault. Should the Helldivers fail to hold Dropnir, they jeopardize the gains that have been made upon Ubanea. Now it's up to Helldivers to decide how best to react to this precarious situation. While a committed and focused Helldiver force could easily push the incursion from Dropnir within a few hours, there is the additional choice of ignoring Dropnir to simply burn down Ubanea before the Dropnir defense falls. This would secure the planet and allow Helldiver forces to push Tibet early, crippling the production that is fueling the Dropnir offensive. It's risky, though. If that gamble fails, the odds of our forces recovering access to Ubanea in time to take down Tibet before the major order expires is slim. Interesting. Interesting. Well. Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's some good training. Try another chop. Good. Chop again. Maybe another chop. One more chop. One more chop. I said one more chop. There you go.
So,
What do you want to do? I want to train?
very well.
Visit does take part in training sessions. Make it a martial unlock. Ooh. Ooh, Gonzo. It's cool. I actually get to fight them. Am I holding a pipe? Gosh, I suck. Hey, Monty. Great smoke bomb, Gonzo. Training. Dojo training. We literally just unlocked this. Which quest is it, Monty? I can maybe help, because I've thought that several of mine were broken. What was my result? New record. I got advanced rank. Nice. And Gonzo's relationship with me increased. For me beating his ass.
Let neither of us hold back.
Okay, let's especially make sure you do hold back, though. I would appreciate that. Shoot. Faked me out with that one.
No way I'll embarrass myself in front of you.
You have this kid called Raj, but he's stuck in a wall or something. Can't see him, and he won't follow. Did you find his T-shirt by chance? Like by his shirt? Did you talk to everybody to the point where it was like, hey, this is where you'll find Raj? If you waited too long, Raj is dead, and you only find his shirt.
Thanks for coming by.
It's not a major quest. Literally has no consequence. I'm not sure if you can... This would be a fantastic game for a dueling mode. People said that a lot about Tsushima, but this game especially, I think, really has the kind of stuff you'd want in a game to have a dueling mode. I found him and brought him almost all the way back, literally about a 30-second walk from the village. Now I'm fighting a Dullahan. So for me, I got him almost back to the village, and then he just kind of vanished. And then I had to go back and get him from the very beginning. So if you ever lose him, he's probably in that cave again, because he's too stupid to go home. Move, move, move. Move. You probably will need to go sleep and then go back to the cave. In fact, I would recommend probably camping and then going back to the cave, because if you go back to the cave and he's not there, then you're gonna have to go find a campsite. And then that sounds like an IGN review.
You cough it all up. Quickly now.
Please, I can't.
Stop hiding behind that gate, you coward. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeez, guy. I love the polearm so much. I may not be able to put it down.
I want you to have it.
Oh, thanks. What'd you give me? I do need to check. Oh my god. There's an entire weapon type called bayonet. What? That's so silly. I'm using it immediately. Also, you're going to see Godzilla, King Kong, Frozen Empire, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. I thought Ghostbusters was the one called Frozen Empire. Probably not going to see either of those. But you know what I am going to go see? It's been a while since I've been to the theaters to see a movie. The next movie I'm probably going to see is Boy Kills the World. I think is what it's called. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Magawichi Saika is here. Let's go. That's a Samurai Warriors reference. If you have not seen the trailer for Boy Kills the World, or Boy Kills World, something like that, you should go watch it. It's with Bill Skarsgård, the guy that played Pennywise, but it's like an action movie that seems like an action comedy. It makes me think of Hardcore Henry and Scott Pilgrim versus the World, two of my favorite movies. And his inner voice, because he's a silent protagonist, but his inner voice is John Benjamin, voice of Bob from Bob's Burgers. And they acknowledge how ridiculous that is. I love it. Put it away. There you go.
Hey,
Hey.
Ah, so you came. It seems security is tighter than we expected. Still, if we can get ahead of us, the samurai you seek is bound to appear. If we join forces, we'll all get what we want. I see. Well,
Okay. So this is where I either go pro-shogunate or anti-shogunate. And I haven't really been paying enough attention to know which one I think I should do. I can't remember which one's pro and which one's anti. I think these guys are anti.
if we join forces,
I have, and it makes me sad, Monty. Yeah, anti-shogunate is green. Sure, we'll go green.
splendid.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård's had a weird pivot in the action space lately. I'm gonna grab a soda. Yeah, that was just a bad idea. Like, I don't know who thought that would work out. And on one hand, it's like I feel bad for him for being in that position, but on the other hand, it's like he had to know what he was getting himself into, unless if he just has no context whatsoever. It's okay, Flynn. Food's not here yet. You'll know when it is. I promise. When I got up, Flynn got up from the couch, but with that kind of like, huh? Look from dogs where, you know, when they're asleep and then they hear something, they're like, what is it? Where's the food?
Go! Go! Go!
All right. I have found every weapon. PlayStation Trophy just confirmed it. Got 4 actual gifts from people using my pawn. I'm so proud. That's cool. Jake sends me. Jake and Brody both send me rotten food. Black Adam was fine. The worst part of Black Adam, and this is not a joke, was Black Adam. Dwayne Johnson was the most boring. And like, I don't think it was anything malicious. I think it was a role that he actually really did care. Holy crap. I think it was a role that he did really care about. But Dwayne Johnson's a charismatic guy. Black Bolt is not a charismatic guy. He is kind of how Dwayne Johnson played him. But the whole thing about separating actor from performance, that was very much the case here, I think. Where you know Dwayne Johnson, everybody does. And so watching him in a performance where he's playing a very stoic and cold character, you kind of sit there knowing, like, this feels wrong, you know? Oh, shoot. I'm locked. Yeah, we're gonna fail this mission because I have no healing left.
Take this! Here we go!
Was it really that simple? Okay. Thank you. Black Adam. Okay, usually send out. Yeah, Black Adam was such a cool superhero. The movie was so boring. Oh my god! Don't even get me started on Multiverse of Madness. That movie was just a pile of horse shit. That whole thing was. There was next to nothing I liked about Multiverse of Madness. But back to Black Adam. I will say this. Pretty much every other character, like the Justice Society, they were great. Aldous Hodge, I think is the actor's name, as Hawkman. Like, to my knowledge, it was a very different adaptation of Hawkman, but it was cool. And I was surprised that they let him go toe-to-toe with Black Adam so much. Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Dwayne Johnson, though he does seem to be just a nice guy, he's got a massive ego and has huge issues with being portrayed as anything less than the strongest man on the planet and the best fighter ever. So, like, to let Hawkman go toe-to-toe with him, what felt like 3 times, was really surprising. And I thought he was fantastic. But, man, Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, best part of the entire film. I love Dr. Fate. And I was honestly kind of surprised that we got as much Dr. Fate as we did. Which existence number is our reality again? I don't know what our reality is, but if you're saying like the Marvel Comics timeline, like the primary one is 616. And they claimed that there's a scene in Fast and Furious movie where they have to use an earthquake to end a fight between The Rock and Tom Toretto, I think. Yep, that is absolutely correct. They have someone on staff that's like their fight points calculator. Like, it's basically they have guys that are like, okay, well, if The Rock's gonna land this punch, then my boy Vin's gotta land this knee strike. Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna talk about this. So in Dr. Fate, Multiverse of Madness, what's her face, Rachel McAdams' character, says to Stephen Strange in their timeline, she's like, "Oh yeah, you come from Universe 616." So in another dimension, like in another reality, someone who is involved enough with the existential things, you know, with the Illuminati, it's like, okay, cool. Her authority, I guess, makes some sense that she's able to say, yeah, we called that timeline 616. But if you go back to that timeline in Spider-Man Far From Home, Mysterio, who talking out of his ass saying, oh yeah, there's a multiverse, I'm from it, This universe is called 616. So Mysterio, talking out of his ass, saying those idiots will believe anything, apparently was correct in saying that universe was 616. That sounds like something so little, but that's such a big plot point, like plot hole to me. Oh, I see you. Come on out. Let me shoot you. Ha 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 ha. How do I get off? He didn't, though, Monty. He literally didn't. There is a scene where he is literally going like, "Those idiots will believe anything." Oh, multiverse, which was the writers going, "Marvel fans are so stupid. They're gonna believe this crap that we said that there was a multiverse." Mysterio's entire character was literally that he was a con man. So he was making crap up. Stab him! Stab him in the butt! I got the bottom key, and thank God. No, he wasn't a con man from another universe. He was in Captain America Civil War when Tony is presenting his barf technology. Are you kidding me? I can get that many handguns? Yes. Yes.
Is that all?
I feel like I should get more.
Is that all?
Sure. That doesn't seem like a lot. Oh, I see what I did. I thought it was in increments of 10. Or in increments of 20. He only had 20. Understood.
Is that
Sure.
all? Sure thing. Thanks for your
But
patron.
Mysterio... That was my approach, Monty. I got to the point to where if I found... I said if I find this kid one more time, he's going in the ocean. Let the brine sort him out. It's coming, Flynn. But, is my food here? It's almost here. But, no, Mysterio was the guy that developed barf technology. And so he is from this timeline. And he was just obsessed with taking down Tony Stark. So he does not have multiversal knowledge. He's just a guy, played by Jake Gyllenhaal. With a lot of drones. I ordered Moe's, which is, if you are familiar with Chipotle, it's that, but good.
You won't lay a finger on me.
Ooh, that's correct. I will stab you. We knew it. We so knew it. Oh my God, we were so correct. Oh my God. That happened so fast. It's Pepe.
I knew it. You're alive. I've been looking for you. Not get in my way.
That was a cool scene, Caitlin. But at that point, I was so pissed off by so much, where it was just kind of like, oh, that's cool. But it like, in Infinity War, yes, we're doing this. I'm pausing the game so you know I'm getting into it. In Infinity War, that whole movie just kept raising the bar, you know? Like, that whole movie was awesome. And so by the time we got to Doctor Strange 1v1ing Thanos, and they had like this sorcerer duel, that was a hype as shit moment. And we were able to say that because it was just like, wow, everything else has been so cool. It just felt like it was upping the ante even more. But Doctor Strange fighting himself using the musical notes was kind of like, oh, that was neat. Also considering it was like the only fight scene in the entire movie where Doctor Strange actually got to do anything. I don't want to do this, Pepe. I don't want to fight you, Pepe. I wouldn't want to fight me neither.
Not too bad. Not good enough.
Yeah, we were so on the money, Monty. Oh damn! Oh damn, Pepe! That was pretty cool. So may as well switch weapons mid-combat. Cool. Pistol's not great, Monty. I'm actually pretty disappointed. Oh, come on. Where are you? Ooh, he just tried to heal. He just stabbed me with his hand and exploded me somehow. Dang, long combo string. What am I doing? I'm giving you guys openings. Take them. I didn't realize I switched to myself. Whew. Pepe's been lifting.
I'll make up for it.
We finally meet. Introduce this.
Should use the flamethrower on him.
You'll walk it out. Eventually.
Nah, we're gonna... Gosh. That's so crazy how right we were. But we, or at least I don't know about you guys, I was not expecting that so soon. That was like a middle of Act 3 reveal I was waiting for. Caleb.
Ah, we're alive and well. That is a relief.
We shared a fight. Like you were in that room with me.
Seems you really were born lucky.
Yeah, super lucky. My twin brother just tried to kill me.
Went smoothly, of course. Harris got away. I understand. Did you find that?
Food's here. Be right back. Flynn, why is your bowl next to me? Buddy, I gave you dinner like 2 hours ago. You hungry? Just a little snack. Back, back. Back. All right. Well, the fact they didn't hide the fact he was alive was surprised. Yeah. Did you order him a bone? No, I didn't. It was really funny though. I looked down to my right. His bowl was literally sitting there. I never saw him bring it. Never even heard him bring it. I guess I was wrapped up in the game or something. Hold on. Let me get some paper towels. But you're right, Kalen. He deserves a treat. He's such a good boy. And you're a good girl. You're a good girl, Manny. You don't get any more food, though. You're not as big as he is, so you don't get as much. But I will sneak you a tortilla chip, because I knew that you. Don't tell Flynn. Yeah, chew as loud as I almost said human being, as loud as a living creature possibly can. That's a great way to hide it from Flynn. Sure thing, Kellen. I'll send a picture of the queso first. I pretty much just got queso. Like I got nachos. And then a thing of queso. Just it's basically like a large order of nachos, essentially. My fast food habits are gonna be dying down soon, hopefully, because I don't know if you've seen any of those sponsors for like Huel or Factor, but we actually are trying both of them this month because we were able to get really good deals opting in, and so we're trying to cut back on our fast food by just having frozen meals prepared. And Huel, I'm waiting for the catch because it actually has a really surprising value. Hold on. Gotta get a fork. But Huel, I was able to get, I think, 21 protein shakes, just like meal replacements. 24 meals, a t-shirt, and then like all the starting kit stuff like the cup that you make the meals in for $113. That's, I mean, with fast food today, that's a really good deal, I think. Okay, Chortle Diner, where you at? Where you at? Kaylin, did you mean to put Dune Spice Words in the Chortle Diner because it's spice? Like, was that like a big brain joke? Or was that an accident? There's my food. I promise that with the bowl of lettuce, there are, like, there's chips, pico, cheese, burilla, a bunch of stuff underneath there. I just uploaded. Oh, good. They do still have the burilla. Mike would. If Mike was here, he'd be like, Rodriguez! Making fun of the tongue rolls. And then he'd yell at me for being too white.
So, even one as gifted as you was spoiled. But the headache was no minor feat.
I think Spice Wars is the RTS, though, isn't it?
It's almost as if someone tipped him off.
As much as I love strategy games,
I know how you feel.
I haven't found a, like,
No one
a,
will be sad, no doubt. We must accept that.
what's the word I'm looking for?
But we will not give up.
Oh,
The red
licensed.
Americans may be looking for you, but we will aid you. We're in the same boat now, after all.
No, Flynn.
Well, until next time.
That's funny, yeah. So, you probably just see a lot of lettuce. Underneath all of that lettuce is shredded roast, pico de gallo, shredded cheese chips, and melted queso dip, like what was in the cup. They just buried it under, like lettuce was just smothering it. I can mix it up and try again. Or are you talking about Spice Wars, not my food? But as much as I love strategy games, I feel like I'm not super into a lot of licensed RTS games. My first RTS game, though, was first RTS game and first computer game. Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, which was just a Star Wars skin of Age of Empires.
There are those who would have our heads, who believe we have a flight to the Imperial Court.
There is no other way. Should the time come when we must atone for this deed, I alone shall pay the price.
With this momentous agreement, Japan opened up to the world.
Gotcha, Monty. Dune. I've been surprised with how much crossover, or I guess licensed gaming content we've been getting from Dune. Because from the outside looking in, never seen Dune, never read it. It doesn't seem like it has enough to justify a lot of video game presence. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Is my chewing disgusting? They're doing an MMO. Like a full-on, or like, yeah, I think it's a survival crafting MMO. And I feel like there's there's probably going to be another one with how successful Doom Part 2 was. Because both of those were in production before Doom Part 1 even came out, I think. It just kind of feels like, to me, I mean, to me, 2 seems excessive for Doom. I can understand 1, but 2, especially like in the RT, an MMO just seems weird to me, I guess. But to me, what currently is happening seems like a case of people misunderstanding what works about Dune, coming from a guy who, of course, hasn't seen Dune or read it. I don't know. Could be completely off base. Oh gosh. Where'd you send it, Austin? Alright, I'm watching. It's a Quasar bot drop. We love those.
I think I got dropped on.
Damn. That musical sting will put hair on your chest. It's so good. Like, it makes you want to punch a hurricane. That's kind of where I'm coming from, Monty. Oh, west. We go west. I think I've hit the point of the nachos. Like the pocket of the nachos where it's just shredded cheese. There's fight over here. Are you kidding me? Okay. I guess that person's gonna get mugged.
How nice of you to drop by.
Why do you have a cat symbol?
Noble warrior, you have the most impeccable time.
Are you gonna ask me to save your cat?
I fear I am in desperate need of your
I'm not gonna save your cat.
You see,
Oh my god.
guarding cats have run away, and none of them have returned, having only known the Kumar. Do you think?
I can't even say no or yes, just who are you?
Oh, my humblest apologies. I have forgotten myself. I am so worried about my cats, I can hardly think straight. My name is Uzu.
There's a Vine
I am but a
from Chris Melberg, or from way back in the day, obviously, because it was Vine. But it's someone's looking at me and they go, "Are you all right?" And he goes, "Yeah, I just can't seem to think straight." And it slowly zooms into his head, and you hear his voice, and he's like, "Balls, 2 guys' butts, wiener." It's so dumb, but that's very much his comedy. He's just kind of like, I guess you could say observation comedy. Not really observation comedy, but just like very literal. Like the punchlines are taking things literally. Let me say no.
You will be compensated for your
Oh, with smooches. I don't want smooches from a cat lady personally. GTA 6 or what's the other one? Elder Scrolls 6. Well, by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, YouTube's probably not going to be a thing anymore, or will have experienced the heat death of the universe. So, probably not Elder Scrolls 6. I personally...
How goes the cat search? I hope they are up. Farewell.
I personally don't really care about GTA 6, but I could be convinced. I've never been a Grand Theft Auto. I've played them, but like to me, they've just kind of been like there, you know. I feel that way about all Rockstar games, and a lot of that is because they intentionally make their games some of the least fun games to play because of how they control them. I feel like I'm piloting a drunk meat mech wherever I go. It very well could be Kaylin. I think she may have been implying that. Hey, remember how you wanted to be pro Shogunate? I didn't.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Is it?
I'm sorry, but I really haven't heard much of anything. Out of interest, what precisely is your relationship? Forgive me. I shouldn't have asked such a thing.
How dare you, woman?
I know that I've employed as a guard for Mr. Harris. If you wish to investigate, it might be wise to start there. Apparently, Mr. Harris has been in hiding since the incident. As to where he is, well, why not try asking around at the Grand...
Hey, Mike. I like it.
It's where Westerners mingle with the high and mighty.
It's not Ghost of Tsushima, like at all.
Well,
But I think that's a good thing,
let's just say there
because Ghost of Tsushima
I have some contacts in the show.
trying to compete with that
If you are interested in doing a favor,
is not wise.
I could make the necessary arrangements. I'm sure you recall what I told you.
Did you go there the legitimate way, Monty, or did you go around like the long way, like I did?
Sorts of things the Shogunate likes to know. You don't believe me, do you? Well, either way, I really do have something to ask you. I would like you to obtain a certain letter held by the samurai of Mito. To do so, you will have, once you have secured
Are you
the
asking
letter,
Mike if he has this game?
deliver it directly to me.
I don't know if you'd like it, Mike.
Understood. If the samurai give you trouble,
It's,
I trust you will know what to do.
and that's mainly because I don't know where you stand on Souls-like games.
Do we have
Because that's basically what this game is that it's a Souls-like taking place in whatever this area of Japan is called.
dependable as always? Well then.
You snuck in through an ox cart? That's so clever. I never would have thought to do that. I just went around through a waterfall and fought through like 2 minotaurs and a cyclops. And then I had to climb down the side of a cliff, deal with a drake. And then that whole 4-hour stream happened. Didn't realize that was a thing, Mike. Which one's NCAA? I don't know. Somebody help me. Monty, you're British. You know about sports. What's NCAA? I've heard of it before, but I just don't know. I don't remember what it was. Football? Yeah, football. Monty, what do you guys call American football? I know soccer to you guys is football, but what do you guys call meathead football? Do you call it meathead football? That was a lucky guess. Last request. Okay, what do we want to do, guys? What do we want to do? Last request? Let's go do that guy's last request. Hey. Where does it say Flint on that bag? Does it say Flint on that bag? Oh, he's doing the good boy sit. Now he's going to try to give me a paw. Because he thinks that anytime I have food, if he shakes my hand, that is a legally binding contract that results in me giving him food. Even though I only do that with like his treats. What should be called, Monty? It was just a bunch of cheddar cheese just sitting in a glob. Oh my gosh, just you were no help. No. Ow. Oh no. Bye. I shouldn't try to parry that move. I have always thought it was weird that it was called football because they don't really use their feet that much. And it's not really a ball. I mean, I guess it's a ball, but like...
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank goodness you stepped in. Things were getting pretty heated.
Oh, this man is still slowly dying. There we go. Mike, are you a Blood Bowl person? Isn't that the Warhammer, like the kind of football game that takes place in the Warhammer universe? That seems like something that you would... I know it's not 40K, but I don't think it is. Why is that? You just never tried it? Or it just doesn't look appealing to you?
Somebody help! There's a barrel running amok over there!
This way!
Oh, we're not going to talk about it. We're just going to go. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I saw that one coming. That's a huge bitch. Let me. Oh my god. Oh hey. Nope. There we go. Okay. Later, Mike. Ah, crap. That was a pretty successful move. What do I have against this guy? Okay. What? Oh, did they reset? No, they didn't reset. Okay, this guy is ridiculous. I hate him. I don't think I've played this at all off stream. I need to stop using the musket. It's not a good pairing with the polearm. They don't complement each other. Oxtail or Uchigatana? Kalen says saber. Okay. Holy crap, we have a lot of skill points. Let's spend that, maybe. Oh, that's true, Caleb. That's true. Yeah, I need that. Intellect. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I want that. Flynn, what do you have? I heard that. Sorry if this stream is kind of slow and boring. I'm trying to eat before my food gets really cold. Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a cat. Hello, kitty. Cool. Come on. Saber's really good. I know, like, I think I ended last stream with being like, I think Saber's my second weapon. And then I kind of fell off of that. I think it might have to be. Well, it's just that the saber, its strength is precisely what the polearm doesn't do, which is the saber is all about 1v1s and like very quick hitting. The polearm is more of like sweeping attacks, very good against groups of enemies, and a bit more defensive, I guess. So it's exactly what the polearm is, which is what I need in a secondary weapon. Flynn wants to go outside. I'll be right back. I'm going to let Flynn out. And then I'm going to get another drink. Why is my shoe over here? Why have you seen my shoe? Minnie, no. Minnie, no. Hold on. I'll be right back. Minnie. Minnie. I'm here. Come on. Rabbit. Okay, getting a drink. 1 second. Okay, sorry, Minnie. When I was letting Flynn out, Minnie was like, "Ooh, I want to go out too," and I can't leave her out there unattended because she escapes. So I had to go out there with her till she was ready to come back inside. She was running around, jumping in the grass like a little rabbit. Our grass is tall because we haven't mowed the backyard since spring started. Oh my goodness.
Listen to this poor beggar. I'm looking for my daughter and require your assistance. I used to run a prosperous shipping business out in Nagasaki. That is, until my ships were wrecked in the great earthquake. And I lost my wife to disease. In order to make a fresh start here in Yokohama, I put my daughter in the geisha house, telling her I'd be back soon.
Wow. I was going to make the joke that your daughter's probably a whore at the geisha house, but
My health
you put her there. But okay.
and now I hear her contract's been bought and she's gone away. Doubtless it's too late for me to ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
But if I could have one last look, a photograph even, perhaps I could rest in peace.
I don't know if you want any photographs that your daughter would be having taken of her right now.
You're too kind. My daughter's name is Lisa. I would speak to the other geisha.
Stay out of what? Oh, okay. That was cool.
You saved my life. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Lisa? Yes, I used to work with her. Not many girls with names like that. Wait, did something happen to her? A foreign merchant bought out her contract, and now they live together. Here, I'll give you their address.
What holiday is it? Well, I guess it's Good Friday, but like, is there some kind of, is that the holiday up there, or is there a Canadian holiday I don't talk about, that I don't know about? Gotcha. I am really bad against the dual swords, guys. I love that "Don't Waste the 20,000" is a meme on this channel now. Now Flynn is barking to be let inside. And then as soon as I let him inside, he's going to be like, "Why'd you let me inside? I want to be outside." But really, he wants to play. And probably should play with. We did play earlier. Hold on, go back. We played a lot with Peter. Come on, buddy. Did you just need a poop? Was that it? He didn't say. Did you waste the 20,000, Monty? And did you waste it on a cat? There are such a thing as blue corn chips. It's weird they were mixed in, but that is a thing.
Hold on. Getting a big glob of queso on this chip.
Good call, Monty. Do we know if pawns are cross-platform?
Thank you. Those expulsionists are truly an awful bunch. But tell me, why are you here?
You do not look like that man's daughter.
My father? Why? What could he possibly want all of a sudden? He abandoned me years ago.
All those years with the white man has really changed her.
I know life's been tough for him, what with his business going under and mother passing. But I just started to forget about him. The selfish man. Ever since I can remember, my face has brought me nothing but pain. Even as a geisha, I had to dye my hair black.
Sure, Kalen. If I don't take your picture, I won't get paid.
Is Papa really so ill? Very well then. When I take my photograph. Also, you can let him know that I'm happy.
Yeah, I'll think on it, Kalen. What kind of stuff do you like to draw? Like, what would you say are your specialties?
I'll let you take care of the photograph.
Oh, hold on.
I'm not ready to
What he really
invest
wants.
yet.
Show me those feet.
I'll consider it once
horrible.
I've sorted out my feelings.
Don't care. Characters and vehicles. Okay. I'll try to think of a character.
Huh.
Oh my god. I wonder why that guy texted me.
About running sound.
Either he was just there for a change or it sounded awful and he was trying to figure out what was going on. Excuse me.
Whoa, you took the photograph. Well, show it to me. Oh, Lisa. Goodness. Look how beautiful she is. I really can't thank you enough. You've really given me hope.
Well, not too much hope. I told you you were dying, so you kind of need to chop chop. Are you that a-hole that ambushed me? I don't really know. You must have me confused with somebody else. Really? I knew it. You can't hide from me, Pilgrim. I'm surprised he isn't already dead. I wonder. Damn. Dang, so if I can hit that move, it hits. I meant more chop chop with the getting chop chopped, you know? Let's go to that guy. Okay. Classic fight on a bridge. Horse, get out of the way. I think I understand what that move is for now. Yep. It's a riposte. That should have been obvious way sooner. Okay. Hey, lady. Move. Sorry, I'm being extremely rude. What am I hearing? That's a pretty good line. That was a parry. Not what I meant to do. Again, sorry. Sorry. Come here. Let me stab you. Oh, shoot. Ha, joke's on you. I'm in the water, you idiot. Moe's nachos. Very good. God dang it. I hated fighting here. Let me in. I want to kill people. I know, right? It's like, where's the brine when you need it, you know? What? What are you idiots doing? I think they drown when they run out of stamina. Let's watch. They do. They surely do. Well, this guy's a little marathon. Austin, are you still here? I just saw he logged on. I'm gonna see if he wants to play some Outriders. Ah, crap. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Flynn? No. Flynn? No. No, Flynn. No. I don't starve you, buddy. I feed you food. I feed you 2 square meals a day. The bowl that the nachos were in fell over. But it was just little itty bitty pieces of scrap food. And Flynn heard it, darted over, and was just like, he was hell bent on eating that. And he got some bites in. Is it not going to let me connect to the live stream channel? What the hell? Oh, I don't like that. Sorry. Peter's baby monitor just came on. I thought I heard a thump. So, like, in my head, it's like something's in Peter's room. It is not... that is not okay. Are we even still live? Okay. But everything's okay. I think what I heard was the... I've got his monitor here. It's a video monitor, and I can control the camera. So I panned the room just to make sure, and there's nothing in there. It may have been like the AC kicking on, or I did hear the train that's close enough to where when it passes by, you can hear like the horn. So that may have been it. But Flynn, no. But the monitor automatically turns on. Hold on, I need to throw away this trash. Monitor automatically turns on whenever it detects movement or sound up to a certain threshold. So that just startled me, but everything's okay. Yeah. Gosh, I can't imagine living right next to a train. We are not right next to one. Like, there's a good bit of distance to where, like, when we hear it, it's like off in the distance, but you can hear it, you know?
Are you a samurai? You must help me. For an appropriate reward, of course. Though you might not think it to look at me, I have plenty of coin. Believe me. I'm from Great Britain. Now, I recently located some coal, but as soon as I had, a band of brigands popped out of the woodwork and stripped. I won't stand for it. I won't let them have my coal, my possessions, or my blasted clothes. Pray. Much obliged.
It's not as bad as you think, honestly, because they rarely honk their horns in the area. The people gather on the bridge whenever train is going by. Okay. I feel like trains are probably a lot more... I don't know if interesting is the right word, but... more of a thing over there. Is here, like, I don't think anyone really takes train rides. It's all just for commerce. Now, okay, Peter is shifting around a little bit. Poor little guy's coughing. There is that thought, though, of like, one of these days I'm going to turn on the monitor and there's going to be like someone in the room holding him. Oh my gosh. Every time I turn on the monitor and the camera like loads up, that's like my worst nightmare. Okay, he settled back in. But he's on the second floor. Oh dang. So that should never happen. Like, the stairs to get up there are literally right behind me, so. Yeah, that is from Supernatural. Back when Supernatural was good. That was a great first episode for a series. Gonna go back in the grass. Did that actually work? Nope. Okay. 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 Yep. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna
kill this guy real quick. Now you have my undivided attention. There's another guy that sees me, I think. Whatever this stance is, I suck at fighting against it. Its moves are just delayed enough to where I missed the parries. Yeah. There we go. Flynn? Oh, he's at his spot on the couch, which is normally my spot on the couch. He likes to lay on my spot when he's on the couch and I'm not there. Different from all the other super faster attacks in the game. Throws you off. It does. It absolutely does. Because, like, the timing, I feel like I've gotten really good at the timing with certain weapons. But the Odachi, it's weird. Where? That sucked. I actually remembered that I have a grappling hook. It was very nice of them to put that mysterious foreigner's luggage in a like a chest. I asked Austin if he has World Slayer because I'm... It's just not gonna load. Thank you, Kaylin, if you're still here. I see you already clipped the Olympic swimmers. Flynn. Goodness. I did. Thank you, Kaylin. See, that second attack had a more normal pacing, and I waited. I suck. There we go. You're mine now. Are they dry squares, though? Are they dry squares, though? Am I missing the reference? I am very ready to just chill tonight. This will be my... Ever since, you know... And this is going to sound like... Wow, Steven, welcome to being an adult. Piece of shit. But with my old job, it was very much project-based, which is how I like work to be. Where I essentially, outside of Wednesdays and Sundays, would make my own schedule. Aside from things where it's like, hey, we need you for this thing. I really liked that because it allowed me to be flexible with Peter. It allowed me to kind of, you know, make my own plans for the week. And since I... Oh, it's your dog. It's your dog. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah, that's a sheep. Well, that's a Shiba. That's a Shiba. It's got the whiskers. But... So I was able to sleep in because sleeping is difficult for me, like falling asleep. And my sleep is not restful because I have sleep apnea to the point where I wake up, or I stop breathing 80 times every hour, which is insane. So, every day this week, and well, I actually have to wake up on weekdays, is my point, and it's nice being able to think about just sleeping in tomorrow, but I know Peter's going to wake up screaming probably very early. Well, actually, he's been pretty good about, in his crib, just kind of chilling till we're ready to get him.
Would you be willing to come and see me at Yokohama Grand Villa? You'll be generously remunerated, I assure you. I really am telling you the truth, you know. No, I'll pay you, I swear.
Okay, so yeah, my computer's doing that stupid thing again. All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream there. Aaron here uploaded a Ghost Hunter video with his friends on his channel a few years ago. I tried to encourage him to keep filming those. I saw that. I can't remember if I watched the whole thing, but I did see it, and I did watch at least some of it. Have you talked to Aaron lately? Like just generally chatted? His family's been going through rough stuff. Actually, gosh, you guys might be able to relate. I want to say early, mid last year, his father passed away. So he's been going through it. Him and his mom have. I don't know if you've talked to him or if that's something you want to talk. I know that's probably still, like, the stuff you went through is probably still feeling either pretty fresh or not something you want to open up. But yeah, just didn't know if you'd heard from him or talked to each other. I'll do one more fight. I'll fight one more thing. Yeah, we'll go there. He seems like he's been doing better lately, but he recently, just like everybody else, lost his job. So I've been trying to keep up with him there. But aside from that, he and his mom seem like they've been doing better. They just had some kind of issue where they can't get Wi-Fi to their house because the previous owner got that place blacklisted for some reason. And so unless if they pay that previous owner's bill, they can't. They're like unable to have internet because they're just blacklisted. It's weird. It's very weird. That's what he was telling me anyway. Turn around. Turn around, you big dumb buffoon. There we go. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Idiot. Oh, where'd you go, Kayla? Did you miss everything I just said? I was basically saying, you mentioned Aeronator, and I was saying how, I don't know when the last time you talked to him was, but he and his family have been going through it last year, or I can't remember when exactly happened, but it's been within the past couple of years. His dad passed away, and he and his mom have been kind of they've been run through the ringer a bit, and he just recently lost his job, just like everybody else, it seems. I've been trying to keep up with him, see how he's doing. Yeah. I was just saying how if you had not heard from him and you were wanting to like reconnect, that may be something like common ground that you guys can share. But don't hear me say like, oh yeah, talk to him about that, because I don't even know if he wants to talk about it. I don't even know if you want to talk about everything you've gone through. I just didn't know if maybe like if it would be therapeutic for either of you to have that kind of common ground to talk about, because I can't relate, and I don't wish I could, you know. I wish I could help, but I wouldn't wish what you guys have gone through on anybody. Yeah. When did that happen? You mentioned it to me. I knew she was diagnosed, but I didn't know that it had gotten that bad. I assumed that it happened around the time that you kind of took a step back from the channel and just everything in general. I hate that. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I hope you have been okay, or at least been able to heal a little bit. And I will say this, it's been really, really great having you back, Caleb. I consider you a great friend, and it did my heart a lot of good to hear that you were okay and to have you back. And like, speaking for all of us, all of the Chortle boys, feeling is mutual from all of them. I'm making the same mistake again. Just like a year and a half, and that's okay. If that's what you needed, you know, like, obviously no harm done. But it was just really nice to hear that you were doing okay, because we didn't know what had happened, and so. I'm really happy that you at least seem to be doing better, and I'm really happy that even if it's just in small ways, that we can be there for you. And I was serious
I was serious, but also like if you ever wanted to come visit here, like if you ever needed to get away, there's not much to see here, but there's good people, good food, and I've got a room for you. I actually do. Like, we have a bedroom that we're not using. And Flynn would love you. There is a river to see. It's a pretty cool river. It is a body of water. I can confirm that. But there's good people. There's really good food, good barbecue. I was too. Like, well, see, I don't know if what she got was food poisoning. Like, either she is just an absolute trooper, which she is. She's a beast. But I don't know if what she got was food poisoning or what, because she rallied. She really did. She went to the concert with Laura, and they had a great time. And then at Disney the next day, she was totally fine. We shared a Pim Particle giant Snickers bar at Avengers Campus. I really do think that man flu is a thing, and by that I mean I think women just have, there's something about their immune system where they can tank that kind of stuff generally better than we can, which would make sense if their bodies are designed to create human life. It would make sense that they have natural inclination towards I could not hit the glider there. That was a pathetic horseback fight. He didn't even try. All right. He should be dead from that. Anyone should be dead from that attack. Okay, is he faking me out when he does that turn thing? Ooh, American Rifle Mark II. Nice. I didn't mean to do that. I just drew the attention of the entire base and my horse by accident. That'll be cool. Fencing interests me, but the real fencing that I enjoy, this is probably the dorkiest thing I've ever said, but lightsaber fencing. Have you ever seen those guys? It's so cool. There's a video of these two people doing like a demonstration at like an actual fencing tournament or something, and someone set Star Wars music to it and sound effects,
And it is so cool to watch. Oh, God. Do you not see that? Okay. We actually care about the Olympics here. Some. Anna more so than I do because she's more of a world traveler. But some of the stuff about the Olympics I do find interesting. Give 2 squirts. It's a funny way to... Alright, I am going to see how my dog did on his journey. I'm going to see how my dog did on his journey. And then I'm going to call the stream there so that Austin and I can play some Outriders, perhaps. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is mine and Anna's... was it really not already in it? That's crazy. Tomorrow is mine and Anna's 5th wedding anniversary. Which is insane. I still remember the day that I announced that we got engaged. It was in my first apartment. And I was streaming Far Cry 3. Because I was doing my Far Cry 3 playthrough. And Anna was there hanging out with me. And I was just like, "Hey, Anna, show him." And she put the ring up. I was using the PlayStation Move camera back then. That's how we were streaming. Was straight from the PlayStation 4. Awkward angle where I was sitting on the floor and the couch was behind me. Classic Chortle games. But yeah, she's house parenting this weekend, so the plan is that I'm going to go over there to see her tomorrow, but my truck, she's working like 45 minutes away. That's why house parenting is kind of a thing where we don't see each other for a few days when she does it. But yeah, I'll do that to you. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping to go see her. But if that doesn't work out, then we're planning on doing Outriders with James and Jeremy. I don't remember the picture with the thumbs up. I don't think I do. If you've got it logged somewhere, Kaylin, please refresh my memory. And thank you, Monty. But that's going to do it for tonight's stream. I almost killed a merchant. But I will probably, maybe, perhaps see you guys tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday. We will figure it out. Oh, by the way, Monty, before you go, I bought my next Gunpla. Do you want me to tell you what it is, or do you want me to wait and see when the box arrives? Because I actually did get this one from Amazon because it was a master grade for like $40. I think $40 is a great deal for a master grade. I got Buster from Seed. That's the green one that has the giant cannon that has like... at least in one of the games I've played, the cannon, like depending on the barrel it has, changes its gun type. I'll send you a picture of the box when it comes in. In SD cross race generations, whatever that game, Gundam Fire Emblem. I've been playing Gundam Fire Emblem. That was one of the suits that I had never seen before. That I was like, oh, this is a really cool suit. There's Buster Verde, which is even cooler, but Buster Verde isn't a thing. I'll show you. I'll let you know how the master grade turns out. And if you want me to send you that Amazon link, I don't know if it'd be the same deal over where you are, but I'd be happy to do it. And I'm still investigating. I'm still investigating international shipping. I just haven't. I'll probably do some reading on it tomorrow. I haven't slowed down. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. Kaylin, you said you posted a stream clip. Is that the one you were talking about earlier? Like the Olympic swimmers? Must be. Okay. Well, as always, if you guys want to chat, I'm on the Discord, but I'm just ending the stream because we're gonna go play some casual Outriders. So I will catch you guys tomorrow, maybe, possibly. Good night.